This was, I don't know, about 15 years ago. No, about 20 years ago. It was the Hollywood Central office in Los Angeles. And a friend of mine, a guy named Stephen Rhodes at the time, was also a phone phreaker, and we decided we wanted to take a self-guided tour of the central office. So it was around 2:30 in the morning on a Saturday, and we had the door codes to all the different offices in Los Angeles, and we just let ourselves in, and we're roaming around the Hollywood CO, and we're about on the 3rd floor, and then all of a sudden, this big guy, security guard, approaches us and goes, "Excuse me, yeah, do you have any ID?" And I go, "Sure, one moment." And I go into my pocket, and he said, "Oh, I must have left my ID in the car. I'll go get it, I'll be right back." He goes, "No." He goes, "Who's this guy?" And I go, "Well, he's just a friend of mine, and I want to take him on a tour. He's never seen the central office." He goes, "At 2:30 in the morning?" I said, "Yeah, we just got out of a movie, and my friend has always wanted to work for the phone company. And so I figured I'd just take him on a quick tour." And he goes, "Well, where do you work?" I said, "Well, I work in the Cosmos Center in San Diego." He goes, "Who's your supervisor?" And I told him the name of the supervisor. Incidentally, it was the correct name of the person in the San Diego Cosmos Center. And he goes, "No, you have to come. You guys have to come with us." So he escorts us to the elevator, and I know on the 9th floor is the switching control center, and that's where there's people up there because that office is manned. So you end up getting escorted up to the 9th floor, and there's about 5 or 6 people around, and the security guard's telling him the story. "I found these 2 guys roaming around our building. This guy doesn't have ID. Let's find out what's going on." So one of the other supervisors, not a security guard, he goes, "What's your supervisor's name?" And I gave it to him. I said, "Well, listen, you can't wake her up. Because look, it's 2:30 in the morning. If you want, I'll go to my car, we'll go get my ID, and I'll be right back." Of course, I had no plans of coming back. So he says, "No, we're calling your supervisor." So he picks up a book, some sort of intercompany directory, and I'm thinking, well, they don't list home telephone numbers in there. But apparently he had found some sort of notes or whatever listing the supervisor's home phone number. So he calls the supervisor, 2:30 in the morning, Saturday. He goes, "Listen, I found one of your employees, Steve, roaming around one of our offices, and he says he works for you." "Uh-huh. Oh, you want to talk to him?" "Sure." So he hands me the phone, and I go, "Hey, Sally, how are you? I'm really sorry that you were woken up, and I normally would never take a friend on a tour of a central office." And as I'm speaking, she's saying, "Who are you? Who are you?" I'm going, "Yeah, and by the way, Tuesday, we still have that meeting for that report, correct?" And she goes, "Who are you? Who are you?" But I'm pressing the phone to my ear, so the other people in the room can't hear what she's saying. He's only listening to my side of the conversation. And I'm like having a calm conversation with her, and I said, "Listen, okay, I'm just going to take my friend around for about 15 more minutes, and we'll leave, and I'll see you on Tuesday." And I went over, and I walked about 2 steps, and I hung up the phone. And I go, "Are you satisfied?"